It's your boy Rick Mohammed, Brawlers Sports Media, in the building with my associates, 3kingsboxing.com. I'm standing here with King Kong Ortiz's trainer. My man, he looked great at the weigh-in. Y'all must have had a hell of a camp. How do you feel about him shaving those 10 extra pounds? Is that, would that go against him, or do you think he needed that as a cushion to withstand the punches, the power punches that Deontay likes to deliver?
No, I don't think it'll go against him because he's always been at that weight. You know, I mean, he's fought, some of his best wins were in the low 30s and 33s, 32s. And not until just recently, I think Wilder being the first fight, that he was actually like 240. So that's not really his weight. His weight is more in the 30s. He just got comfortable, obviously, like every big puncher. You know, you get comfortable with your punch and then you're ending fights in 1, 2 rounds, 3 rounds. It can happen. It can happen to the best of them. So at the end of the day, all he did was refocus, which is why we came to Vegas for 12 weeks and set it up that way, so that we don't have that issue of condition, which was the only issue in the first fight.
Now Wilder, surprisingly, I thought he should have came in at about 2 1/4. I feel that he's done himself a disjustice coming in at 219. And let me flip around here with you. Just coming comfortable. I think he might have did himself a disjustice. What do you think about that 219? Would that be low for Wilder coming in against a guy like Ortiz, or you think he's still comfortable at 219?
I think he can handle that weight just fine. He relies on speed, and obviously, the power is not even at all derived from his weight.
Yeah.
I think he would punch as hard if he was weighing 195.
Yeah.
So I think he's relying obviously on footwork and speed, and that's good. So 219, whether it's 219 or 225, I think he's confident in what he needs to do or thinks he needs to do, and will apply it. And the best man's going to win Saturday night, which will be us.
Obviously, both of these guys look great at the weigh-in. You can tell both of them had hell of a camps. They did what they were supposed to do. Is it as easy the second go-round, like they say, opposed to the first time? Because you know him, you studied him. He's like a walking book now. Is that a fact? Or, of course, you never take any opponent lightly, no matter if it's your trilogy, first fight, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, I agree with your second part, that I don't think you take any of them for granted or even lightly. I think maybe Wilder will think that it's a little easier because he obviously had a very, at best 50%, 60% Lewis in the first fight, and not making excuses of it. It's just the fact, like he said, he was sick. I believe him that he was ill and that he was probably at his 60, 70%, like he says, and that's why this match and this fight is very important to prove to everybody that said maybe otherwise. As far as will he believe that Lewis is maybe a little bit easier? He might. I doubt it. I don't think he's that foolish to believe that.
Yeah.
And Lewis is definitely not that foolish to believe that. But when you have two guys with complete opposite resumes before stepping in as a professional, I think that the rapidness of being able to figure something out and the IQ, regardless of how well Wilder is progressing in his IQ, he doesn't have the 400 international amateur fights or 500 international amateur fights where you have to make changes on a week-to-week, sometimes day-to-day basis, and all that is there in Lewis's memory bank. So you give a guy like Lewis a second chance at a particular opportunity that is life-changing for him, it could be a little more dangerous than he might expect.
Last but not least, you said that, of course, we all know that Lewis left it in the ring in the 7th round, punched himself out, tried to take Wilder out. He had him hurt, he knew it. Of course, you want to finish him. What did you guys do different this time to sustain the conditioning? If he catches him again, he paces himself enough this time to finish him?
Well, I think his condition is, 100 times better, if not, more. It's a lot better. So that's going to help, obviously. We were able to spar, which is something we couldn't do in the first time around. So we got over 100 rounds of sparring to get the timing done, to get the distance done, to just see what could potentially happen in there. So you kind of compound all these little things that you do as a coach and as an athlete to prepare for that moment again, because that's really what you do, is you're preparing for that moment when it does happen. So I think that's going to help, and obviously, he's got to take it, as it comes and do what he does best, which is just, figure things out, set traps, and
capitalize.
Just use his IQ and capitalize. Absolutely.
Any predictions?
Yeah, we're going to win by knockout. Absolutely, within 10.
Oh, my man. Hey, Coach, thank you for your time. Much respect.
Thank
Good
you.
luck to you guys as well as Team Wilder.
Thank you.
We don't
Yes,
need any
absolutely.
more accidents and,
no.
and tragedies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody has a family to go home to at the end of the day.
Much love.
We wish you guys much respect and the best of luck to both Team Wilder and Team Ortiz. Thank you for your time.
And thank you everybody out there, for the fans and everybody watching this podcast.
It's your boy Rick
Thank you.
Mohammed, Brawler Sports Media in the building, and my associates, 3kingsboxing.com. We are in the building live. MGM Grand is going down tomorrow night. Ortiz Wilder 2. Stay tuned, baby. Don't blink like Wilder says. Don't blink.
That's right.
God bless.